I think one thing I need to do is get used to not looking at myself and like look into the camera so that it's not super awkward on video. This whole thing is probably very awkward. It's probably an awkward idea. And I have seen bears back here before. Obviously, I hope they're hibernating now, but I don't want to put that much faith into it. I'll shut up and you can just listen to this for a sec. All right, we're gonna hop over this little stream to get started today. Let's see if I can not hurt myself right away. Whoop. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Did I make you a little dizzy there? Okay. So here we are, Western Connecticut. Gonna go trounce through the woods for a little bit. I think we go along a nice little stream and then trek up a pretty steep hill as we make our way back toward home. And I'll do my best to show you some fun things along the way. All right, ciao. So people might not be as interested in trees as I am, but I came to this one and there's this giant dead branch or something, but it's like wedged in here like it was put there, or like it doesn't look like it would have fallen from up there. It's way bigger than the branches that are up there, so I have no idea where this came from or how it got there, but it's like wedged in there. Really bizarre. All right, we're starting off strong. Oh, if I don't fall over here, there's just like a buzzard or something. Maybe a little hawk. Let's see. Landed right there. I gotta get better at these animals. All right, cool. Carrying on. Something's been running all over the place here. These tracks. Says I gotta learn tracks better. The cynic in me would just be like, oh, this is a squirrel or something. But it looks way too big to be a squirrel. But it could also be something as silly as a dog, and I wouldn't really know. So, moving on. All right, it's pretty cool in here. I have maybe 100 yards left to go. We'll be at a stream. We'll see what cool things that brings us. And I'm gonna stop trying to say or as much as I can, but be patient. All right, so we're really getting into like the start of the woods here that we're gonna trek into. Obviously, people have been here recently. This is not deep in the woods. This is suburban woods. Down the line, we'll do some stuff that's further out, less kind of surrounded by houses and roads and stuff like that. All right, let's see what we find. So obviously someone else has, but I haven't been up this little hill here this early in the trek. I'm usually down there near the stream, so I figured go look for, you know, what's new, what's different, and find out what's up this hill. And then when I get, you know, a bit further in, we can head down to the stream and I'll show it to you there. There's a big down tree that I may try to cross back and forth on that I've been thinking about, but we'll see how I do. All right, so we're a little ways up this hill. We're like almost to the top, but it's a really pretty view actually over this area down toward the water. It's just a big branch sticking out from a tree, but really nice. little woods. Yeah, we're so close to the road. Unfortunately, you can probably hear cars. But cool. I'm gonna head down this spot that you pointed to right now and head back down toward the stream and show you that. Whoa. Whoa. Whew. Cooled off my bottom there. Let's see if I can turn this around. You know, I had a little slip and fall here. There was some rain this morning that came through, so I thought it might be a little bit icy out here, which is fine. You know, not gonna hurt ourselves. And keep moving on, having fun. My backside's a little on the chilly side at the moment from there. But too many ums. Too many ums, Daniel. So we'll move on. Get ourselves warm by trudging through a bit more of the snow. Wow, look at this path that opened up. Is great. I'm not going to take it because I'm not really looking for a path walk at the moment. I'm going to head through there to the stream, but this is like really pretty. When I lived in New York City, there's a couple of walks like this. I think in Central Park, maybe it's called like Poets Lane or something like that, with statues and stuff. I could be totally romanticizing that in my head and misremembering. Who knows? I'm sure someone will correct me on that if I'm wrong. All right. Hopefully, unless something cool pops up that I don't expect, next thing we'll get to is this little rolling stream that in spots is barely a stream, but I think is pretty decent size and speed this far down. See you in a few. Talk about sounds of nature. Stream rolling over rocks is so iconic. Yeah, see, here's where a bunch of the trees are that are down across this little stream. There's like a suburban park on the other side of that, like up that hill on the other side of the stream, that if you can get across the stream, which obviously you can do, it's not that deep, but I wouldn't do it in the freezing cold. But if you could get across it with the trees, then you wouldn't have to walk all the way around the stream, which is probably another solid half an hour down and around. So you could just pop yourself in that way. But I'll shut up and you can just listen to this for a sec. Oh man, I was too late. I came through some like branches over here, so I made a bit of a noise. And right back there, where you see the trees and whatever going across the stream, there were a couple of ducks and they gunned it up this way into the trees, but I didn't catch it because I didn't have the camera on. So, best animal sighting of the day, thwarted. So, go around here, and I think that down tree that I'm looking for is pretty close. Ooh, I thought I heard something. I think a bunch of the snow, because it's like right on the cusp of freezing. I think a bunch of it is kind of melting and falling down from the trees and whatnot, but sometimes it makes a thud. And I have seen bears back here before. Obviously, I hope they're hibernating now, but I don't want to put that much faith into it. So let me try to get to this tree, see if I actually want to make the effort to get across slash maybe fall in and have to deal with that. And once I get there, we'll catch up. Look at this, look at this. Pretty lovely. I don't know if I missed that tree and it's back there where we just came from. I haven't actually gotten to it yet. But just take a listen here for a minute and then we'll move on. All right, still here by the river, trying to see if I can find this tree. I think I might have missed it, but we'll give it a little bit longer to look, and then we're gonna shoot up the hill that's behind me right now. And I'm gonna come in, I usually go to the very end where this stream turns and go up the hill there. This time I'm gonna either backtrack a little bit if we hit the end or head up a little sooner. I'm sure it's not remarkably different, but just in case there's something different to see, then we'll see it. And you'll see it with me for the first time too. So I think one thing I need to do is get used to not looking at myself and like look into the camera so that it's not super awkward on video. This whole thing is probably very awkward. It's probably an awkward idea. But what I actually turned the camera on for was I have my trusty little flask, brandy in the wintertime, to figure out what it's going to be in the summertime or when it warms up. But it's kind of already too hot for this brandy today. Like I said, it's right around the freezing point. And I got 3 layers on. I'm a big guy. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm definitely sweating a little bit. Once we get up that hill, I'm probably going to be a sweaty mess. So, yay! Yeah, we definitely went too far. Must have missed that down tree, so we'll do that another time. I don't think we'll spend too much time in these woods. Like I said, it's not that big. It's not that interesting, just meaning I've been here quite a few times, and the fun thing is to see the stream just because it sounds so pretty and climb up this hill because it's not easy. But besides that, you know, this is what it is. So I popped over to where we'll try to make our way up the hill. Usually I go over there, which is toward the end. I think maybe we'll try to go up here, though if I zoom in a little bit, I don't know, you probably can't tell in the video, but there's that dark area in the center of the screen right now. That actually starts like what looks like a very steep uphill that I don't even know if I can climb without gear or something, whatever people use. But let me get over this first little spot and we'll see what it looks like at the bottom, and then I'll do my best to film going up. Okay, so this is not very impressive. It's very steep, but it's not that high. But it's still fun to go up. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get over that like bump part right there. So I'm gonna have to go off this way and kind of go around it. I don't know what it is. We'll just have to see. But I'll try to make it about halfway up, stop and show you the view down. All right, I'm about halfway up. I've been standing here for like a minute because there's stupid sirens blaring in the background, so it shows you just how not in the woods we are. But I just need to keep going, so you can probably still hear it. Anyway, I was able to grab, a couple of these trees. Oops, sorry. To get like backed into, so I didn't fall back down. And I think this I think that's gonna be too steep, whatever that is. It's like a heap of something. It's gonna be too steep, so I'm gonna try to kind of go off to the left of it here, and I'll probably catch you one more time before I'm at the very top. See you there. Okay, I don't know a ton about nature, but I'm learning. And well, let me catch you up. We're up this far, up here. This doesn't look like anything on camera, I think, but there's actually like nothing to grab onto to try to get up there. So I don't think that's gonna be possible. I think I'm gonna have to try to go over here and hope I can get into those branches or something. Those stupid sirens. But anyway, what I was gonna say is I came up this little spot here. You see my footprints there. I needed to try to get to this tree that I'm hanging onto now. And so I was grabbing onto these branches that are poking out, and I was just realizing you should really be careful with those things, because if you're grabbing onto a dead tree's branches, they're pretty apt to come off. And these things are so sharp at the ends. That thing, as I'm pulling on it and kind of leaned back, standing here, would 100% poke me right in the face or the eye or who knows what. So be careful. This is the dad in me coming out, I guess. Thought I'd share that. We'll see if it makes the final cut. Kind of stupid, but cool view from up here. Uncool that all we're hearing is a bunch of sirens. So it goes. We made it. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be slipperier and harder, but we got up all right. I'm just a couple of feet from the top here, so yeah, cold snot's dripping. The rest of the walk back isn't really that woodsy or interesting. So what I'll do is either check in with you or catch up with you just before I'm back home, just say thanks and see you next time. Or if I see something interesting, I'll flip it on and show you what it is that has come up. So one of those two things will happen. See you in a bit. All right, folks. Well, I'm almost home. Nice birds. And nothing popped up. Pretty uneventful getting back. I'm actually much more tired than I thought I was going to be. But it's been a long week. I've been out every day for an hour or two. And I've only filmed this one and one other. The first idea I ever had to film it. So we'll see. You know, it's in its infancy. If it's anything, it's brand new. So I'm sure it's cringeworthy. If not now, in a year it'll be. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night or whatever you're doing. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.